Hi, and welcome to CBS, CNN, ABC, Fox News on KCAL 9. Today we will be discussing the articles on language, gender, and culture. And first we have Deborah Tannen. So,
Thank you for having me, Michael.
so tell me, Deborah, how do you feel like people can be misinterpreted?
Well, conversations between men and women can be misinterpreted due to indirectness. It is mainly women who are indirect during conversations because they feel they have a lower status than men. This makes them believe they don't have a right to ask directly, unlike men, where they will ask directly. Any situation between a man and a woman is ripe for misinterpretation.
Do you think people of the same gender understand each other more than those of the opposite sex?
Yes, I do believe people of the same gender understand each other more. They tend to use the same dialect in which the person they are speaking to can comprehend their indirectness. Just like in Japan, men have a custom for speaking indirectly and knowing exactly what the other person would want. Each follow their own protocol in order to not be considered rude, yet it is done completely effortlessly.
That's fascinating. Well, thank you for joining us today, Janet.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Sean Young. So tell us, Young, what is the problem that your trip to the barbershop illustrates?
The problem that my trip to the barbershop illustrates is that because I'm not considered a homeboy, because I'm not ghetto enough for the ghetto, and I'm not a white boy, so I'm not white enough for the white folks, and because I wasn't born into the middle class, I'm not accepted by the mainstream, and sometimes, if you can believe it, I'm not ghetto enough for the mainstream, or middle class enough for the ghetto, or even black enough for the white folks. When I fail to meet this class, gender, and racial notions that others ascribe to me, I'm punished.
Is that why you turned yourself white? Well, that is all the time we have for you. Shoot. Next up, David Brooks. Hello, David.
Hey.
So tell me, do you feel that the school system should adapt to the boys, or should the boys adapt to the school system?
I believe that the school system needs to adapt to the boys because it comes to the point where the schools to this point have been unsuccessful in getting the boys to be interactive and to be successful in school. So it's to the point where the school needs to change because until they change, we won't see a change in the boys' behavior and in their successfulness and futures.
Do you believe that the boys should be inspired to go to school?
I think that all, once again, starts with the teachers and the administrations, that schools should find a way to engage the boys into learning and to make them interested and to make them want to stay focused and just keep them interactive and keep their minds working. And schools need to make it so these boys want to learn, because if they don't want to learn, they're going to be unsuccessful. And if they're interested and want to learn, then we'll see better results. And it starts with the schools.
Do you yourself believe that you are one of these ne'er-do-wells?
Me and myself, no, I do not, because I've always been successful in school and I've had a good education and good careers, and I believe I've turned out alright.
Alright, well, that's all the time we have for this show. You know what you're watching, and stay tuned.